Hi, I'm Dave from boyinaband.com, and welcome to Day 5 of the 7-Day Song on Bassline. Yesterday, in Day 4, I taught you how to make the last 2 bass synths for this 7-day song. Today, I'll be teaching you how to make 3 quick things that aren't basses for a change. Some pizzicato strings, a delayed piano, and a sweeping pad. Okay, let's begin. First, let's do those pizzicato strings. I guess I should explain what pizzicato means first. Where strings are normally played with a bow to make long, slow attack notes, pizzicato is when the player of a string instrument plucks the string instead of using a bow, resulting in a short, sharp, fast attack note. These are used extensively in bassline, UK garage and grime music, generally not by actual violin players, though I'd love to see Dizzy Rascal supported by a classically trained violinist. Anyway, I'll show you what I mean. Right-click and create a combinator called Piz Strings, not Pizza Strings, and inside, right-click and create NNXT Advanced Sampler. Go to the patch browser and go to the Reason Factory Sound Bank, NN19 sampler patches, strings, and down here you'll find Pizzicato. It's in capital letters, so you know it means business. Just like the people on the internet. I'll just put in some notes. Okay, let's show you the sound. Do you recognise it now? Have a play with it and see if you can come up with a catchy little riff. Now, it's a little bit thin as it stands, as you can hear. So let's see if we can beef it up a little bit. Right-click and create an M-class equalizer. And with param 1, boost the gain by about 13 decibels, so a decent amount of gain. Conveniently enough, this frequency that it is on by default is the frequency where that punchy undertone of the notes is found. So all we have to do is widen it a bit by about maybe 1.9, and that's the punchiness taken care of if we take a listen to that. So without that punchiness, and with it, you can hear that undertone is much more powerful there. And to make it a bit airier, turn on param 1 and turn it up to 6 kHz. Around there. Add 10 decibels of gain and a nice wide 1.1, 1.2 Q there. So let's have a listen to that without. Here we go. And with. Just much area there. Now it's still a bit dry, so right click and create RV7000 Advanced Reverb. Take it up to all the Met preset and take it down to 1/4 dry. So 22. So let's have a listen to that without and with. See, it really feels like it's in a room now. Now might be a good time to introduce you to some of RV7000's advanced settings. Open it up by clicking this arrow next to Remote Programmer. I didn't know this bit existed for ages when I started using Reason, but there's a lot you can do down here. You can change the settings of the reverb. You can EQ it, so the reverb is applied to certain frequencies more than others. You can see that this preset boosts around 4 kHz, so the high end is emphasized, which gives the pizzicato strings even more airy, roomy goodness. You can also change the gate settings down here, so the reverb is cut off prematurely if you so wish. Great for making unnatural sounds or massive 80s snares. Not so good for plucky little strings. Anyway, let's take a look at those notes. Now, they're very simple, just going kind of down, up through the scale. Yeah, hitting the high C there and the low C, just to make a nice, happy-sounding, resolved riff. To keep it bouncy and interesting, on that second loop around, I've added all those extra notes on the offbeat. And they're just low C notes there. Okay, so that's the pizzicato strings. Join me in part 2, where we'll move on to the delayed piano.